What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be talking about epic projects, if you need to make them, if they're beneficial or not. For those of you who have not already done so, please hit that like and subscribe button. I am taking a break from the game temporarily, just because of some medical issues, and I'm annoyed with EA, but I'm not quitting, okay? I am still trying to, get that Missy's Building Guide City back, so I can help you guys learn how to play the contest, although they are not being cooperative. They are still refusing to give it back to me and refusing to inform me of what I actually did wrong. I really could use your guys' help. If you could please go on their Twitter page, Facebook page, whatever, and put hashtag Free Missy on there, or just put your opinion out there and let them know, like, hey, that's not cool to do to people. She has a legit city. It really will help, okay? So, all right, let's get into this. So I've been looking on Facebook, and I've been seeing a lot of posts lately about epic projects. Are they beneficial? Should you invest in them? Can you play without them? Yada, yada, yada. Here's the thing. First off, you have to say, you have to look at everybody's game individually and say, well, what do you want to do within the game and where are you at currently? For example, if you're a level 90 player who doesn't play the contest to mayors and has a huge reserve of tokens, then aside from looks, it really probably wouldn't be super beneficial for you to just start dumping a bunch of money into epic projects. However, if you're the average player who has some tokens in reserve, but not a lot, and you struggle with coin, you struggle to win the contest to mayors, then I would highly recommend that you start investing into your city by making epic projects. Now, which type of epic project should you make? I am a fan of doing it in this breakdown. 95% gold, 3% silver, 2% bronze. Now, the reason that I do it in that ratio is because silver tokens are really only beneficial for the hardware store or items that are, less than an hour to make. So, most of the time, let's say that you have a... when I give you guys tips, let me just be clear on this. When I'm giving you guys tips on this game, I'm giving you pro tips. I'm not giving you tips like, yes, you can do it without this, or you can do it this way and still be, doing good. I give you the best possible way. When I say that, this is the way you should do it, it's because I'm saying that this will yield the highest result possible for you, right? Can you do the contest to mayors in a week's time, take the full week, and be, kind of casual about it? Yes, you can. Do I recommend you do that? No, I do not. I recommend that you learn how to play the contest to mayors properly. And by doing that, you have to use speed tokens. Okay, if you want to finish the contest to mayors within the first 2 days, you have to use tokens. Now, here's the thing. When you play the contest to mayors as a higher level player, when you have things like yogurt, regionals, fire pits, beef, when you get those shop production assignments, they can eat up 4 or 5 tokens for one assignment or more. Now, if you're only relying on a reserve, then you're not getting those tokens back. Essentially you get, if you win every single week, you get the 10 gold tokens, okay? On average, when I play as a level 99 player, I use between 15 and 20 gold tokens per week. Now, this is with one city though. I don't have other cities, so if I need drills or something and I don't have them, I don't have them just stored somewhere else where I can retrieve them. You see what I'm saying? I have to make everything that I need, or I have to rely on my club members. So having more tokens if you have one city is essential. If you're somebody who has a ton of feeder cities, you never hurt for coin. Like, let's say like one person, I know, they have a feeder city where they burger farm, and that's all that city is used for, okay? and then they have their main city, and then they have another city that holds all their items, and then another one that holds all their rares. That's different. Okay, that's taking that really does take the challenge out of the game to some extent. I mean, not that it's not a lot of work, it's still a lot of work, but it's extremely different to play one city than it is to play 4 cities and invest everything that those 4 cities are accumulating into one city. Way different, okay? So when you see these comments online about how, people have, they're doing something this way or that way, you have to ask yourself, how many cities do you have? And if you only have one city, what are you doing? Are you a war player? Are you a comm player? If you are a comm player, are you winning? What level are you? How many regionals do you have unlocked? There's so many contributing factors that go into, how you're going to be successful. So here's the thing. If you look at the contest of mayors and you say, okay, on average, I spend about 15 to 20 gold tokens a week and I'm getting 10 back. You're not going to, eventually it's going to whittle down. You're not going to have anything. But with the side passes and the mayor's pass, you can do okay. Now, let's say that one week you lose and you don't get those 10 tokens. And it just so happens to be a week where you had to use 30 or 40 tokens. That's a problem. Eventually you're going to run out. But then you have weeks where you have really no shop productions. Maybe it's a lot of upgrade assignments and war assignments and things like that. And now, you haven't really used any. And you've been winning easily. Again, different. But overall, for the average player who does not have hundreds of tokens just sitting on standby, it would be more beneficial as an average player to invest in gold epic projects so that their city is constantly giving back to them. So what I like to do is I like to keep 35 tokens on reserve. And then I use so when I'm playing comm competitively, here's how I do it. I start the contest of mayors Tuesday night at 11 p.m. my time. I try to get the contest of mayors completed within 24 to 48 hours. Okay? To do that, it requires that I move quickly, right? So anytime that I do get a shop production task, I use some kind of a token. Usually it's a gold token. Once I have completed the contest of mayors, I have 4 to 5 days remaining, okay? With those 4 to 5 days remaining, I can now make coin for 3 days, 3 to 4 days. And then on my last day, I go through and I prep whatever items that I need, right? To make up for my inventory. Like if I need paint for the next week or ladders or whatever. And then 12 hours before the contest, I prep whatever shops I'm going to prep. Now, I'm not somebody who preps my shops religiously. I do not go through and prep my regionals religiously because it costs too much. Okay, if I was to prep, like, let's say Sunny Drinks, all 11 of them, and 11 motors, and, 11 robes every single week, that would not benefit me, okay? Not with one city. If I had other cities, that would be one thing, but as one city, it's too much of an investment to have I might get this assignment. So what I like to do, if I have extra resources, I will prep like half robes, half face cream, or, well, you know what I mean, half large, half medium regionals. And I'll do like motors, half tires or something. If, like I said, if I have the resources. If I don't have the resources, I don't prep anything in the shop, but I make sure that I have enough regional items. And then what I can do is I can say, okay, now I have on average about 200 gold epics. That gives me 10 tokens a day, right? So when the contest of mayors ends, I collect my 10 tokens from winning, right? And then because that puts me at 45 tokens now, I use those 10 tokens up to make coin when I finish the contest of mayors. So I just blow through, I make a bunch of flour, donuts, whatever. All right? And then when the contest of mayor starts, I can start collecting the ones off the top of my houses again. So I'm getting 10 tokens a day that I'm actually investing into my city. You see what I'm saying? Whereas, let's say that you can do it two ways. Let's just do a hypothetical. You can have 100 tokens in your bank right now, like in your token bank, and your city doesn't generate any of them at all. So the only way that you can obtain more is through side passes, mayor's passes, or winning comm. Do you think that that is more beneficial than collecting and using 10 tokens a day and having a 35 reserve at all times and winning the contest of mayors, mayor's passes, and side passes? Which one sounds more beneficial to you? Yeah, right? So even though you're on a reserve, that's just it. That's all you're getting. So you have to look at what I'm investing. I'm investing my 10 tokens, and I'm able to bring in, let's just say 600,000 coins. I'm just throwing a number out there. Say 600,000 coins from my 10 tokens. And then I'm also winning. So I'm getting the 10 tokens from the contest of mayors and the 10 tokens a day that I have. So you're getting 10 tokens a week to use them towards the following week in the contest without the ability to collect more. Whereas I'm getting 100 tokens a week plus the 10 from the contest. So I'm getting 110 tokens invested into my city per week, as opposed to you. See where I'm going with that? So for those of you guys who are like, oh, well, I don't have to have epics and I'm able to keep a lot of tokens. Yeah, that's the point. But are you able to use a lot of tokens and keep a lot of tokens? The answer is no. You can use some tokens, yes. And you can win, and you can, if you have a large enough reserve, then you can essentially never have to collect them off the top of the houses and keep them at all times. But with one city, it is more beneficial to do it the other way. Especially, now, let's say I had like 300 tokens. You know, a lot of people that have that many tokens, surprisingly enough, they go into the chat and they're like, yeah, I'm broke. How the hell can you be broke and have tokens? Come on now. Seriously? How are you going to sit there and tell me you're broke when you just told me you had 300 freaking tokens? How are you going to tell me you need, 5 melons when you have 300 tokens? Like, why am I going to invest my inventory into helping you when you have an enormous amount of tokens? People don't understand how requesting inventory is a cost at somebody else. It's an expense for somebody else, So for those of you guys asking, make your gold tokens. There are tons of videos on my channel that tell you guys how to do it easily. And it really is, it's worth it. It's really worth the investment. It is. It might cost you, a lot now, but if you're on the Missy's Building Guide, you guys should be able to burn through those gold epics like nobody's business. Like, you should have absolutely no problems whatsoever. Okay, you're level 24. That is the lowest level you can be and complete epic projects. So it's the cheapest that your epics will ever be is at level 24. Get them all converted to gold. Don't waste them on silver and bronze. And trust me, you'll already have 60. If you built only regular residential homes on your Missy's Building Guide city and you convert them all to gold epics, you will have 60 epic projects. Okay? So that'll give you 3 full tokens a day once they start costing 20 tokens or 20 pieces per token. That's 3 full tokens a day at level 24. That's pretty damn good, Once you get up to 200 gold epics, which you should have no problem doing, that'll be even more beneficial to you. Now, what this means is that you can actually make coin whenever you need it. You can afford to, utilize all of your shops at whatever time. Like, you can just, if you need 10 melons, you don't have to wait. You can just throw a token on it, be done. A lot of people, they can't. They have to say, well, I only have this many and I have no way to get more. So unless I win this week, I have no way to get more. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in that position. Put yourself in a position where even if I spend 10 tokens today, tomorrow I can collect 10 of them. And that's a huge asset to have. It really is, especially when it's forever. Now, the other benefit to this is that not only do epic projects look cooler, but they also give a lower service demand than like Latin homes, for example. Okay? They also give a higher population than any other house besides Omega. Now, here's the thing. If you're going for a high pop city, you're actually still more beneficial. It's actually still more beneficial to go with epic projects, because by the time you fill up your map with drones and control nets and services that are required, you end up filling up more of the map and yielding less population. So a map filled with epics yields a higher population. So what you would do is you would have a map filled with epics with Omega services like water, power, sewer. Yields more population than a city with Omega homes, Omega services, okay? Because there's too much stuff cluttering up the map, all right? The service demand on Omega homes is higher than the service demand for epic projects. The epic projects yield 2,411 population per one house without pop boost, whereas the Omega is like 2,550. So it's hardly anything less. So you actually make up for it, okay? So they look better, they have a lower service demand, and they give back to you. Why wouldn't you want to make them, right? If you're having trouble with them, like let's say, for example, that you have a lot of 3-pointers and you're still having trouble, it's because you don't have a large enough storage capacity and you're not prepping well. I have a level 99 city with 5 regional maps unlocked, and I can complete a gold epic in less than 15 minutes with a maximum storage capacity. However, that's not with hotspots. Like, the highest pointer that I have is a 4-pointer, and I think I had, when I did the speed epic, I think I had like, I want to say 4, maybe 4 4-pointers. So for somebody who has all 4-pointers and is lower level or has less regionals unlocked, you're going to be able to just blow through the epic projects. Or let's say that you have hotspots maxed out. You're going to have 5-pointers. That is super easy at that point, because you're donating significantly less times, right? You guys, they are definitely worth it. I would invest in them. If you're having trouble with the cost, you really need to pick up a copy of the production plan, do your best to follow it, and, once you start playing like a pro, you'll start noticing that, you get a system, right? And you realize that, okay, this is the best way to go about this. There are other ways to go about it that are decent, but this is the best way to go about this, right? Good luck to you. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section down below. Video request, please put it down below in the comment section. And like I said, if you could go to their Twitter page, Facebook page, and put #FreeMissy, I would really appreciate it. Good luck.